Ladies and gentlemen, this is my Alubeam metallic CL65, an automotive legend, a testament to the art of engineering and the soul of visionary engineers. This is the last of its kind. In a true S-Class fashion, it was ahead of its time. For instance, the hydraulic suspension that makes this car float like a rocket ship on the Alubeam, which is now broken, and in this video we will go through the pain in the ass to fix it. If you watched my previous videos, you know that the ABC pump on this car started to knock and rattle during our road trip. The goal with this channel is to not only show the work needed to keep this car up to tip-top shape, but also show you how it should be enjoyed, like road trips and traveling. But before we can go anywhere with this car, we need to fix the ABC system. So back to the technical stuff. Before starting the work, I searched around and did not find so much on how to replace the ABC pump on the C216 with the V12 engine. By looking in the factory repair manual, I got a bit concerned. We'll come back to that in a while. This video will therefore be very explicit, and I will share my experience, tips and potential pitfalls. Things that you can learn by doing and not only by reading. So let's continue. Take off the under trays and we see we have an oil leak. Wonder where that is coming from. It's on the driver's side. This car is 18 years old now, and of course there will be signs. But actually there were 0 oil leaks last year when we did the oil change. We'll need to come back to this later when we can dig deeper into it. But please feel free to let me know in the comments what you think it could be. Yes, and remove the power steering and reservoir. And remember, cleanliness is important when working on this system. So my habit is just to clean everything off and have some paper and towels ready, because you easily end up with hydraulic fluid everywhere also. So just keep a good and clean working space. Out with the old fluid. It looks quite dirty in there, and I can also see some metal shavings, so we're gonna clean this up before we put it back together. Now it's time to remove the reservoirs. My great tip is to use welding pliers. They are very handy when working with hose clamps and hoses. we zip tie the ends of the hoses and continue to remove the auxiliary belt. Don't forget to loosen the bolts for the pump pulley before removing the belt. It's a lot easier that way. And now comes the part that was a big question mark. When looking in the factory workshop manual, it says one of the first steps is to remove the bolts to the AC compressor and place it to one side. Frankly, what is not noted is that this would also involve jacking up the engine and removing the subframe. Trust me, I've looked from below and it looks impossible with the subframe still in the car. Now this video will answer if it's possible with the AC compressor still in place. Let's see how it goes. Yes, it's coming.
Vet inte hur jag tappade.
For the one in the back, it's E12. Don't use anything else except the correct tool, because you will just round the nut and it will be a nightmare. So you take this key and just, but you have lack of space, so you can only move it like this, and the nut gets very loose, so then you need to do it by hand. I guess this is the reason why manual says to remove AC compressor. The AC line, which is super stiff, is right in the way for the bolt in the back. My tip here is to use a ratchet wrench, E12, and a helper with small hands, because the last turns you still need to do by hand. So this is how we solved it to get it out. Took a small socket and then twist like this, but my hands are too big. They're not so big, but too big, so my girlfriend needed to jump in here and save me, or save us.
Kommer ut halva vägen. Så, igen.
I got a quote for 3,000 euro to replace the ABC pump in Germany. If you get that kind of deal, just take it. It's worth every buck actually, because it's so much work and you can get in a lot of trouble if you don't solve it. This is the motherfucker in the back, which is a pain in the ass to get out, but it's finally out, so let's proceed. Gives us room, we can play a little bit more. It's always easier if you just put the nut back. Oh. I think it's some kind of oil cooler line or something. So. And that way we can easier reach this bolt here that holds the bracket, or the power steering line. Like this. Get it clean. And now it's time to remove this power steering line. Now next one up is it's dripping from the pump. Drip, drip. It's not too bad. We continue to disconnect the high pressure line. I think it was T40 Torx. You'll need a small socket since it's not so much space to the frame of the car. Then we can just wiggle the line back and forth until it comes loose. Imagine this has been holding 200 bars of pressure for 18 years time, so of course it has found its place. We put some plastic and a zip tie for protection, and we're going to come back here later to put a new O-ring. Loosen the two last bolts and then the pump should come loose. And as you can see, it takes a whole workout of fiddling around before you get it out. And out it comes. And yeah, never mind, I was just so happy that it was finally out. It would certainly help to get it out if you remove this first. I just forgot it, so remove that first before you loosen up these screws. Maybe start with just loosening it while everything is still connected, and then it will be easier. Wow. Then we need to prepare the new pump, move over the hoses, pulsation damper, etc., and then send back the old one. At least that was the plan. Unfortunately, when working on cars, and especially old and rare cars, things don't always go as planned. And for the new pump, we will go with the refurbished one. We started to unbox the new pump, and just before installation, I discovered that I've got the wrong pump. As you can see here, there are differences to the fittings, both length and direction. I emailed the supplier, who responded within 20 minutes. This was on a Sunday. That indeed the pump they sent me was not correct, and that a new one will be sent tomorrow. Shout out to ABC Specialist for outstanding communication and customer support. I really appreciate it. So now we're waiting for pump number 2 to arrive, and meanwhile I will visit the dealer to order some new parts that I see need replacing while in there. That means that it will be a second part of this video series. So if you like this and don't want to miss next episode on the CL65, please feel free to hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in a while.